Good morning, Carolyn. Nancy? Mrs. Payne, dear. Dear Mark. But these are for Harrison. Poor Harrison. Gone 5 months now. Leaving Clara. Learning how to grieve, as I've had to so many times. Too many.
What's this? We just finished eating.
I know.
Didn't we do it right?
This is supper.
Now?
No, silly. I just want to get this ready, that's all.
Why?
Because John is dropping by to eat with us. Do you have anything to do this afternoon, Clement?
John.
Yes. Clement?
Trevelyan.
Yes. Clement?
I have to go to school.
No, you don't. It's Saturday.
Yes, but Mr. Innes said I'd have to help wash the halls today because I couldn't remember the words to Hearts of Oak.
Oh, what a shame. I didn't know that.
I did.
And what are your plans for today, Jane?
I thought I'd do a bit of writing in the garden shade.
Oh, your ode to peace. Well, supper is at 6 today. 6.
Why isn't it at 5?
No, it's at 6. And Sheila's made some raisin cookies in the meantime, so you don't have to be in until 6.
Why 6?
Because John doesn't leave the store until 5.
That's an hour.
What is?
Between 5 and 6.
Yes, I know it's an hour.
Then why not 5:15 for supper? What's this? Kissing so early in the day?
Shh.
What then?
I think she'd like to spend that time alone.
Huh? Alone?
Now, without anyone around.
Why would she want that?
You know.
I don't know. At least I don't think I do.
Well, I know.
My dear thing, I don't mind your having a bit of confidence, but it's highly unlikely you know something I don't.
Please yourself, then.
What is it? See if it's what I think.
She wants to spend that hour with John Trevelyan. I overheard them.
Well, you think I didn't know that?
Well, then.
Sheila, I don't know about you, but I haven't got time to sit around for the whole day while you practice your English on me. Later, perhaps. Right now, I intend to take the youngsters to their grandmothers. And if I were you, I'd get a lot of fresh air into you. You'll need to be strong if you want to be kept on here. Well, I thought we'd go to Grand's.
Oh.
And we won't be back till 6.
Oh, all right.
Or perhaps a bit after. All right, here we go to Grand's.
But I'm writing in the garden.
Grand's got a garden.
All right, I'll finish my ode to an autumn leaf.
Yes, and you, sir?
Yes, go and wash the school.
Oh, yes, so you do. So you do. Out, out, out.
I suppose after all this, I won't sell a 4-inch nail all day. What are you doing up?
Walking. Not bad, eh? You look worse than I do.
I've been moving things.
Oh, no.
For convenience.
No, I won't be able to find everything.
Yes, you will. It'll be where it should be. You're not organized. I'll get you untangled here.
I won't know where anything is when things are where they should be. Duncan Wells brought me over some nice pickerel. We'll have it tonight.
Sorry, Father. Not tonight. Oh, hello, Edgar.
Ennis got young Clement here scrubbing halls today. Sent us over for a new brush, a big one.
Right away.
Well, here you are.
Yep, here I am. How is it you're not at the war?
Edgar missed the first contingent. But there'll be another, and he's waiting for that.
How'll you get there, boat?
I hope so.
Big one, I expect, is it?
The Laurentian, as far as I can tell. Leaves Halifax when the time comes.
Halifax?
Yep.
I'll give you a parcel to drop off at my sister's.
Fine. How have you been, anyway?
How do I look?
You look upset.
He won't give me my store back. He's got work of his own he should be doing. What's he doing here?
Well, he's helping out, isn't he?
He's helped enough. What's he looking for?
He's looking for brushes.
You'll never find them. You know what I think?
Huh?
I think he's thinking of coming home to stay. What do you think of that?
I think you could be right. Wouldn't you go for that?
I would, yes, but don't tell him. I want him to think of it.
Here you go, Clement.
He's found it.
Now remember, you won't finish faster if you scrub harder, so take it lightly. I've done those halls before, and so's your Uncle Edgar. Oh, working man's got to eat. See if these will fill your pockets.
Thank you.
All right, Corporal. Scrubbing detail. Come on, Princess, poetry time. And we'll be seeing you later, I believe.
Oh, yes.
About 5 for you.
Yes.
About 6 for us.
Oh.
Oh, I'll say hello to my mother for you.
Oh, what?
I'm going to visit Lizzie, my mother, I think.
Oh, yes. Say hello for me. Lizzie Sturgis. I know her, you know.
I know. See you at supper, John.
Bye. Bye, Clement. Bye, Jean.
Bye, Mr. Trevelyan.
Is that a good idea, John?
To eat supper?
To go over there?
I think so.
I don't. She's not long a widow. You'd better not be seen by anyone, mind.
I won't. I'll wear your hat. They'll think it's you.
John, you've got a clean shirt on.
What's the matter?
I didn't mean to put you to work, you know.
Good for the appetite.
And your father, how's he?
He got out of bed today. Seems stronger. Can't be my cooking. Yeah. Yeah?
Oh, yes. You seem to enjoy the store, John.
Yes. If I can find my father's hiding places for things. There's stuff he's had in there for 30 years. First I find it, then I shine it, and then I sell it. But I'm enjoying being back here, though. More than I thought I would.
Oh, I see.
I was getting very tired of selling things to farmers what they could put together themselves with wire and wood. Tramped up and down this big, fat province. Came back with nothing more to show than ugly old flat feet and a pat on the head from the boss who calls me Johnny-O. Even forgot my last name. Well, I began to wonder how far I could go in that line. Besides, I was getting kind of lonely.
Do you feel a bit of a stranger back here, John?
Yes, a bit.
I do too at times.
Don't you ever go back to Ottawa?
No. And in all this time, my mother has only been to see me once. My father never has. They couldn't take to Harrison, their only child marrying into a family of tanners.
Is he still alive, your father?
Oh, yes. A dear, honest man with a rosy smile, loved by everyone in Parliament, front and backbenchers alike. He wouldn't allow me to see his face the morning I left. Harrison had to come and get me, and he had to wait outside in the pathway with a snow bank higher than his head.
Wasn't he allowed in?
No, I had to take my things onto the porch. My father slammed the door before I had a chance to turn and say goodbye. I could hear my mother crying all the way to the road. But there was Harrison helping me through and telling me he would change in time. He never did. But I had Harrison. And now he's gone and I don't belong to anyone. Oh, the fire's gone out.
Oh. I'll let it begin.
You were asleep.
I was not.
Yes, you were, and snoring the big one.
Stop that now.
I was talking to you, and you were answering.
I don't believe you.
I don't care whether you do or not. It's true.
What'd I say?
I couldn't repeat it to my own mother.
Oh,
Smell that.
what?
You didn't catch it on the wind?
Harvest.
Something else.
Nothing else.
People.
Oh, must be the Cribb family down the hill. They just moved here.
No, someone else. Guess. Something else is going on. Two people are sitting together somewhere, closer, and thinking about a kiss.
You stop that kind of talk out here in the open. Who?
Someone you know.
I know everyone.
Well,
Eva Price and Robert Moss.
no.
Who then?
Time to go.
Who? I'm talking to you.
I'm not supposed to tell. Come on, Jane.
I know. The young Elliott girl, Nora.
Nora Elliott? When?
No, I'm asking.
Nora Elliott is waiting for me, she said.
And ne'er a single summer blossom. What rhymes with blossom?
Possum.
You haven't told me.
Good, it'll keep you from sleeping so much.
Gatehouse. Gertrude Gatehouse.
No.
No.
Clara.
Who did you say?
Clara.
That's impossible.
No, it's not. John Trevelyan is the lucky man.
I hope you're lying.
He's there now.
Well, we'll see about this.
Oh, no, she's only invited the man to supper.
I won't have it.
Hold on, will
It
you?
doesn't matter what you say. I won't have it.
What time is it, John?
6:15.
Oh, I've got to see to things. Oh, hello. I didn't expect to see you today.
What are you doing? Don't you know that people can see you from the road?
I was just burning leaves.
Yes, it was someone. Him.
This is John Trevelyan.
Oh, I know who John Trevelyan is, but I don't know what John Trevelyan is doing here. Do you know what I was doing this morning? Tending poor Harrison's grave. And what are you doing? Burning leaves with a strange man.
No, really, Mrs.
Oh, you
Sturt.
keep out of this, you. Clara, come with me. Have you no brains? Is there no respect left in this house? What's he doing here, that man?
John Trevelyan has come for supper. He's a guest.
A guest. A gentleman guest. My eyes are still wet with grief over Harrison's grave. You insult that grief, and me, and the children of innocence by this mindless, godless act here at Harrison's home this day. Where would we be if we all behaved like you?
Really, Mother
I know what I'm saying. We've made rules to live by in this country, good, plain rules that everybody understands. Break them and we're lost. Don't do it, Clara.
No, she'd take it like that. I'm sorry. I didn't tell her anything special. There was nothing special to tell her, was there? So the woman has it all made up in her mind, you see?
Yes.
And she took it seriously.
She certainly did.
Well, she wasn't sure if you were serious, that's all. Are you?
I'm more serious than I was.
Oh.
Well, John and I haven't talked that much, really. It's just thoughts at the moment.
Thoughts. Anti-Presbyterian thoughts. Well, you'll have a rough old ride of it. People have been tied to the tracks for less, and they'll fight over who drives the train.
Well, what do you think of it, Edgar?
Well, isn't it a bit quick?
You too.
Oh, when you've had your ears scrubbed out with Lizzie soap by Lizzie, as I have, for the first 20-odd years of your life, some tends to dribble inside and stay there.
But it is my life, isn't it? Whether you help me or not.
Yes, it is. And you must find all the happiness you can. And I'll do all I can. At least up to the point where Lizzie says she'll disown me and means it. And then, I'm afraid. But we won't worry about that now. I'll help.
Thank you.
Talk to the children before anyone else.
Oh, yes. Jane, you haven't answered my question.
I'm still thinking. I like to give important questions a lot of thought.
Yes, dear, I understand.
I see it this way. If you're not happy, then you won't be able to make anyone else happy. And we'd all be unhappy. Perhaps forever.
Yes, that's the sort of thing. You see how clever you are? But what I wanted to say was, I'm not very old.
You're a lot older than we are.
Yes, I know that. But there are some things I can't do on my own.
We'll help. I'm extremely strong.
Yes, I know, but...
But we can't lift things, or build things, or make money for food.
Yes. And that's why...
Or stay up after 8 o'clock. I understand that. You must get awfully lonesome after 8 o'clock. If I didn't need my sleep, I'd stay up and play cards with you more often.
Thank you.
I think it would be a very good idea for you to teach Mr. Trevelyan all of our games.
Oh, so you do like him?
Very much. A gentleman with clean nails, which I think is very important. And a store, which is also very important.
Jane, do you like him well enough to... I know it wouldn't be quite the same, but... Would you mind if someday he was to be your new father?
Would you mind?
No.
And it would make you happy?
Yes, it would.
Then I wouldn't mind. You've got to be happy.
Well, that's it. We're finished. There'll be no more tannery. There'll be no more anything. It's gone. Pack up, lock up, sell out, set fire to it. And Father used to say it would take a flood. We're rock-bound, he used to say. Well, Sir Billy, damn, she did it, and it didn't take a flood after all. All it took was her, with as much sense as my little finger.
James, you're jumping ahead a bit.
Ahead? No, my dear girl. Backwards, jumping backwards. Well, you know what makes good business, don't you, Emily?
You do, James.
Yes. When the name Sturgis is good, business is good. When the name Sturgis is bad, business is bad. As it will be, and all because Clara couldn't sit still.
She wouldn't hurt you deliberately.
She's done it. Thank God you were aired in time.
Oh, there's very little, I can tell you, that doesn't come wafting across the fields and up to my door.
The poor girl, I'm sure no one's talking to her. And she'll expect us at her get-together on Halloween.
Well, I, for one, will not be there.
First the blade and then
no playing here. I want to go home. I've never had such looks.
You'll never know what I've been through.
Oh, I'm sure of it, dear.
What's
Awful for you, Lizzie.
It hurts me to see her going off the rails.
Where?
I've been like a mother to her.
Oh, you surely have.
To whom?
Quiet, Clara. Who'd have thought it?
Coming home, Uncle Edgar?
Right away, Clemmy.
Coming home now.
No, you go on.
Clement's having problems at school. This business with his mother isn't helping.
Never mind about that. I'll give him a hand.
Won't they be needing you for the war? Or are you too busy fighting women's battles?
We'll get the checkers. Okay, first.
Quite a service. Nice sermon. Friendly faces. I look forward to next Sunday. I'd forgotten how generous my old neighbors can be and what a small town it is. They ought to have a meeting in the store so they can let us have it all again. And you and I will sit on chairs on the counter like runaway children and say, yes, sir, and yes, ma'am. And after they've said it all, they could throw things at us until they felt like talking about something else.
What would they say, John?
Oh, they'd say, we know what he's after. She's got a nice house and part of the tannery.
Oh, I feel so tired.
I am too. They did a good job. Doesn't matter. They've given us time to reconsider.
I don't know what you mean.
It won't happen now, will it?
Won't it?
We've moved too fast.
Yes, perhaps we have.
What's important is that I'm making things impossible for you, and I'm going to stop that now, this minute.
What are you going to do, John?
I'm volunteering for South Africa. Well, everyone else is going, and haven't I stirred things up enough for you around here? You don't need me here. No, you don't.
I do. Oh, stay here. You have to. And we'll get married.
Yes, Clara, we will.
Mother explained it to you. What is there about it you don't understand?
Well, why? Well, but you're here.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, we are, right? Aren't we? You're here, and Mother's here, and she's here, and so am I.
Yes, that's 4, and?
And we don't want 5.
Well, we've got 5. Sheila's 5.
Then we don't want 6. We don't want 6 whole people, Uncle Edgar.
Well, there's nothing wrong with 6. There are worse numbers than 6.
I personally don't like 9 as a number.
Neither do I, Jane. Or 18? How would you like 18 roaming around?
No, and I don't want 6 either. Is Mother angry at you?
No, I don't think so.
Then why isn't she happy with you? I'm happy with you, and so is she. Aren't you? Yes. You see? Tell sure. She's just got to be happy with you.
Oh, now, what's all this about?
You were here first, Uncle Edgar.
Yes, Jane, what were you going to say?
I was just thinking of people saying things. I just want them to stop. And I think they will when Mama gets married. Who cares what you think?
Oh, well, the wedding won't be for a while yet. And those that don't like it won't be invited, eh? Now, show me your best Halloween face. Oh, you scared me.
Of a neighboring glen came the screaming of many women and men crying, ghosts in your nose and ghosts in your pocket. There's one in your ear, there's one in your locket. They're under your fingernails, into your food. They're up in your bed where they're up to no good. There's one after bite, there's one after take. There's what you call it, and old what's his name. There's one after Gavin, there's one after me. There's one after Clement, there's one after you. With the screeching of witches and squeaking of bats.
Here you are, James.
The hooting of owls
No.
and the
You
wailing
sure?
of cats.
Yes, I'm sure. I don't want a sherry.
More for me.
And don't be so casual about this. This isn't a sherry party here. Clara's behavior will affect us all.
Thank you for coming after all.
I'm here for my grandchildren.
You've certainly chosen the proper time to discuss our little problem.
It's a matter of urgency. It isn't a little problem. I don't understand her. What's he doing here?
Amusing the children.
All right, something quieter now. Something intellectual.
Oh, not paper games.
Bobbing for apples. Sheila, your assistants. Jane, fetch the apple.
What am I supposed to do, Mother Sturgis?
Change your mind.
I can't do that.
If you marry that man,
Yes.
we won't have anything to do with you. It's been 5 months and 1.5 weeks now since my poor Harrison passed on. You can't make me believe that this is all he amounted to, that you've abandoned his memory so easily.
Of course I haven't. How can you think that?
He's getting it.
Now it's your turn, Moo.
Look at this one. It's bit up. It's all
We forgot these, Mom.
Oh, what a good idea. Hey, James? James?
Now it's your turn.
Oh, no.
Yes.
No, please. No, anything but that. No, anything but that. All right.
Fool. You've known about this for quite a while now, haven't you?
Not quite a while.
She slapped us in the face.
Us? Oh, meaning those old schoolgirls of yours.
Well, at least they know what's proper, and so do I.
Does that mean you won't attend the wedding?
There will be no wedding.
Well, I'm afraid there will be. Lizzie, dear, all things change.
Well, I like them as they are. At least there's still a few people who have a bit of respect for me.
Oh, a lot of respect.
All right, a lot.
The men tip their hats?
Perhaps.
Oh, they do. I even saw the devil himself follow you into church last Sunday.
Stop now.
And the old ladies think you're grand. You're their friend, their leader. And didn't they have a tea in your honor?
And I didn't ask
And
for
you
it.
didn't ask for it.
Well, they won't have me again.
Ah, of course they will. What Clara does...
Will not be tolerated.
Don't now. I want your help.
No. I don't intend to even try. Oh, Clara's got to change her mind. And if she doesn't change it, you will, Edgar.
No. I won't. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes, I forgot. You're used to these experiences. Out where you've been, out in the savage land. Well, I can't live that way.
You don't fool me. You want to help, and Clara needs you.
Oh, does she? Well, that's unfortunate.
All right. Sit at home and see how you like it. The rest of us are going to celebrate.
No, you won't.
No? Just watch. From your window when the time comes, if you can see through the cobwebs. Goodbye now.
Don't come and see me for a month.
Don't worry, I'm eating better where I am.
Scrounger.
Hermit.
Savage.
Hypocrite.
Fool.
Sycophant.
What? What's that? What's that mean?
Duncan Clement. You do.
Mr. Trevelyan,
Yes, Clement.
can we play something else?
What about sardines?
Yeah! What sardines?
Someone goes and hides, and after a bit, we all go and look for them.
Well, then what do?
Well, supposing you find me. We both hide in the game ends when everyone has found us.
And it's better if you hide somewhere small. And that's what it's called. Sardines.
All right, Clement, go and hide.
I just don't want to.
Don't be silly. And the rest of us count to 99. 1, 2.
You need some lemonade.
You're not letting them upset you. Remember what we said.
I'm doing very well, I think.
Just look at them.
You'd be here. What's the matter with you?
Everything's going to change.
Well, things do.
Why can't it always be the same?
It just can't. I'd hate that. I'd still be wearing the same dresses I wore last year. And imagine eating porridge every meal and the same schoolwork. Of course, for me that'd be all right. But for you it'd be terrible.
Why would it be so bad for me and not for you?
Well, I'd pass the same test over and over, and you'd fail the same test over and over.
I don't care what you do. I want someone else to play with.
Well, we haven't got anyone, so I can't help that. It's not my fault.
It's their fault. Mother and him.
I suppose so. That will be different, won't it? If he comes to stay.
What? He won't come here, will he?
I think so.
And be here? All the time? With us?
When he's not at the store.
And breakfast?
And supper.
And even supper? But I don't want that. I don't. I don't want him here.
I suppose we can't say anything. I suppose that just happens to people when they're big and out of school. And look as pretty as Mother does.
It's not fair. She's our mother, not his. It's not fair.
Sardine, sardine, sardine. Clement's not feeling well. He doesn't want to play.
Go away. Why? What's the matter, Clement? Don't you want to go to boarding school? When your mama marries, they'll be sure to send you off.
They won't want you around.
And boys get beaten if they don't behave.
Poor Clement, what have I done to him? I've barely taken the time to notice. How desperately he just wanted to tell me how he'd felt.
Where do you suppose he's got to?
We went running off without his breakfast. John, shouldn't we think again and not be so hasty?
So And now we're back where we started.
Yes, I'm afraid so.
That was the first time in my life I'd ever made a big decision. Well, that'll teach me to go around putting my foot down.
John, you mustn't think that you've been really wonderful.
Oh, yes, I know. There goes wonderful John. What a nice man. Let's have respect for him. He comes from a nice family as well. Let's have respect for them, too. They never hurt a soul. Never have a nasty word, critical word to say about any of us. The Trevelyan's never opened their mouths. So until they do, let's have respect. Let's deal at the store. Let's treat them just like anybody. Unless John wants to marry Clara Sturgeon.
Oh, you found him.
He found me, more like it. I tripped over him down in the glen, covered in twigs and things.
Clement, are you hungry? Clement? Oh.
Do you mind if I have a word with him?
No, of course not.
Clement. Clement, come down here, will you? You can sit or stand. Now, Clement. Say yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clement. I'm not a mean man. Or a bad man. Did you know that? Sit. I know you don't feel like listening. I know you'd rather be playing. Well, I can't help that. If I can't say what I want to an angry little boy, then who can I talk to? As Mr. Innes used to say...
Mr. Innes? Did you go to school with Mr. Innes?
Well, I'm not that old. He was my teacher.
He was my Uncle Edgar's teacher, too. And my father's.
Yes, I know. Your father and I were in the same class.
You knew my father?
Yes, I did. He was smart. He was an awful lot smarter than I was. People generally think I'm all right, but you don't. That makes me feel very uncomfortable. I'd like to know why. As I said before, I'm not a mean man.
Well, what is it? Tell me.
It's this, really. There's been a lot of talk.
Oh, there certainly has.
And I'm truly sorry for any embarrassment to you.
Thank you.
I considered all you said on the subject, and I'm thankful for your concern.
Oh, nonsense. Oh, how did I come by this? I haven't got one free passage in me.
We're going ahead.
With what?
With our plans.
You're going to marry John Trevelyan?
Yes, but don't raise your voice.
Raise my voice? I can't even raise my head. Why did you let him push you into this?
John has allowed me to make up my own mind.
Oh, generous?
Yes, he is a generous man.
But not with Harrison's qualities.
No, you're wrong. He has some of the very same qualities. He's honest, he's caring.
God-fearing.
God-fearing.
Solid.
He can be. He's needed something to be solid for. This is a fine family, and I'm proud to be a part of it. But we'll have a family of our own someday, please God, and they'll count too. And if we can't live here in comfort, then we're going to be married someplace else. And that will relieve some of your embarrassment at least.
I see. What I say doesn't matter anymore.
Now, that's not true. We look to you, and so do a great many. Anyone who knows you...
will expect me to do the right thing.
They'll expect you to put your foot down.
Certainly.
And of course you'll do what they expect you to do.
Don't be so snippy. And stop confusing me. It's still wrong. Wrong.
I haven't forgotten Harrison or what we meant to each other. I never thought I'd find someone to take his place, and I certainly never intended to try. But I have. And if John can't marry me, he's going to go to Africa and be killed, and I may lose my last chance for happiness. Mother Sturgis, I can't be alone. I can't. I know that sounds awful, and it's weak. You've had a wonderful family. Always someone there. And I've been alone most of my life. My parents told me they loved me, and they left me alone. Till I came here. Since then, your family life has been mine, until Harrison passed away.
What do you say, girl? There's still life at your house this very moment. The children.
Yes, the children. And you had yours for a long, long time. But were they enough at first? When you were still young, like me.
I couldn't find it in my heart to stand in their way. This dreadful war, you never know how long it may go on. All the young men may be taken. I told Clara you deserve all the happiness you can get. The wedding will be the middle of the month. Pray for weather. Dora, you will help with the wedding, won't you?
Oh, yes. Wedding?
Our Clara's.
I already did.
Clara's getting married again, Dora.
Oh, nice. When?
Middle of next month. And you're going to make us one of your wonderful hen's nests. Blanche, I'll be along to choose the music. You will play for us, won't you?
Oh, next month's very busy. And anyway,
How welcome was the call?
Well, the organ's broken.
Get it fixed. James!
When have we ever found a need to walk in the same direction?
Between gentlemen, sir. You've been inventing extra little stories about our Clara, making matters worse, as you might say.
Oh?
My ear has picked them up.
Well, you'll have to admit, it's a little soon, isn't it? Since your brother died.
Did you ever get married, Mr. Innes?
No, why?
Will you ever get married, sir?
No, why? Are you married, Edgar?
No.
Well, then, butter on butter.
I do admire you, Mr. Innes, but we'll never be on the same side of the fence.
They didn't come.
James, you mean? No.
I didn't expect him to.
No, neither did I.
You know, all day yesterday and today at the service, I still didn't feel completely right about it. Oh, it's too late for that. But I'm better when I have time to think things all the way out. You know, it's your fault if James never speaks to me again.
Well, it's possible that if you hadn't helped, I wouldn't have spoken to you again. Did you think of that?
Fool. Edgar. We won't forget Harrison, will we?
No, Lizzie, dear. That we will not.
I was going to make a little ceremony of this, but since nobody seems to be quite in the mood...
What is it, James?
Well, you might call it a timely reminder of the extent to which my hard work benefits each one of you. Now, since Harrison died, I've had a great deal on my shoulders. Oh, I'm not complaining. I just like a little recognition of the fact that in the end, you all depend on me.
Don't anyone go in the back!
How can you be so stupid? All they want from you is scrubbing the bloody floors for them the rest of your bloody life. If that's what you bloody well want, get out!
Well, I can't apologize for holding the views I do. Would you want me to? It would be dishonest.
Honesty isn't always the most comfortable thing to live with.
Coming up next, keep the lights on and spend some time with the master of the macabre. Take a trip into the realm of mystery and suspense on Alfred Hitchcock Presents, next, only on Showcase. View it.
Yesterday I see soft downy summertimes for me to cling to. I'll journey to our garden if I may, where friends with loving ways will be for me to sing to. But if they are not the same as I've known them, still I would have all that I would need. Come tell of days so fine and oh so fair, once more to love again and all forgiving, of one with shining eyes and tender years, whom I'll be holding to my heart and never leaving.